Welcome back. I'm Angela. And again, I've done a 3-card pull, and again with the Red Hand Tarot by Pixel Occult. I will not stop recommending him or his decks. So today we got the Ace of Wands, which he has named Root of the Powers of Fire. We got the Two of Wands, which he has given the keyword Dominion. And then we got the Hermit. Now the Hermit popped up in a reading just a couple of days ago, and there was also one that the Hermit wasn't in, but it was also about going inward and maybe doing that too much. So this Hermit stuff's coming up a lot for us now. So what does all this mean? Okay, well, you have the wands. You have 2 wands, which are fire, associated with the element of fire. And the element of fire is associated with creativity, passion. Of course, there's negative traits of it too, like there is for all the elements. So where we find ourselves with this reading is, what is your creative outlet? What is your creative passion? Do you draw? Do you paint? Do you crochet? Do you plant flowers? Do you cook? Do you bake gorgeous cakes? Do you sing or dance or anything of the sort? If you feel like you are not creative, let me assure you, I promise you, you are. You just haven't found the right thing yet. This reading, I think, is very much telling us that we need to find a creative outlet if we don't already have one. And a big part of the reading, I feel, is that I've heard this before online a few times, and this is pointing to it as well, which is you don't have to be perfect at something to do it. You don't have to immediately be able to paint a masterpiece on the canvas or make a 5-tier wedding cake with gorgeous flowers or whatever it may be. You don't have to be perfect at it to enjoy it. Now, continuing to do it, you might get better at it. You might, but you might not. And that's okay. As long as you enjoy it, it does not matter the skill level you have in it. I've been doing like little sketches here and there as I feel inspired to. I am not a good drawer by any stretch of the imagination, but I still enjoy doing it. And I still like to show it to my husband and my mom. So do not let the world make you feel like if you are not perfect at it, then you're wasting your time. That is just so untrue. And creative outlets are great. They're so good for us. They can help reduce stress. They're things that you're in control of, right? You're the one painting on the canvas or singing the song or making the bread or the cake or whatever. So it's something you get to control, but it's creativity. It's a spark. It's something you can just enjoy and not have to worry about oh, I have a deadline in 3 days, I have to get this done by then. When it's something like a hobby, passion that you have creatively, it's much more fluid then. You don't have to do it, but when you want to, you can, and you should. So don't let anyone tell you that you have to be perfect or you're wasting your time, because I have seen that. I have seen people say things like, well, if I'm not trying to become the best, then why would I do it? And that's not a great way to think, honestly. Do what you do because you love it, not because you're perfect at it. Okay? I want to remind you that the day I pull these cards, or the day this video comes out, that does not mean that's the only day this reading applies, okay? It applies to whoever needs to hear it, whenever they need to hear it, okay? So don't just be like, oh, well, I guess this doesn't apply to me now. It was a few days ago. No. If it applies, it applies. Okay, if you resonate with it, it applies. So, feel free, leave me some comments and tell me what you do creatively. I do a lot of different things. I do some drawing, I create digital art online. I have some, my own little creative things I like to do. So I would love to hear what you do. Okay, and if you want to start a new one and you feel overwhelmed, do it anyway. You won't regret it. Okay? Alright, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for joining me. Bye!